everybody, and welcome to this week's special edition Chiefs podcast of Beyond Sports, where we BS about the Chiefs. We got a little bit of preseason news here. Chiefs have released DeAndre Baker. Finally.
You know, I'm definitely going to be in the minority. I wanted to see DeAndre do well here.
I liked him.
I'm not in the minority. I know you guys weren't rooting against him.
Yeah, not rooting against
I'm sad to see him go.
No, I'm not really rooting against anybody on the Chiefs.
We gave it a try.
Yeah, I think he had a fair shot at making the squad. I just hoped for him to be a part of the team this year.
I think it means our secondary is deep.
I hope that's what it means.
Right. If we don't need him, then
his release was a corresponding move to us picking up signing Devin Gray, the wide receiver, to our roster. Sure. So that's what led to, because we were already at the maximum amount of players we could have. So then DeAndre was the odd man out.
Okay.
Yeah, and it looks like so I've got a tweet from Pete Sweeney. He said when we released DeAndre Baker this morning, it looks like we have more time for Jalen Watson, Najee Johnson, DiCaprio Boodle, with the second team defense possibly moving up to try out for that spot.
Yeah, more opportunities for young guys, and
we put Joshua Williams back with the first team for the second straight day. So
yeah, he's apparently been really good.
So it looks like we are pretty deep in that.
Yeah, got a lot of bodies out there. And the video you showed me of Sky Moore against DeAndre Baker did not give me hope that he was going to do well. But
also, I tried to defend Baker there.
I was trying to hope that it was also just Sky Moore looked that good.
That's what I was hoping.
That was my hope, but apparently,
because my thing with that was, I tried to defend Baker because all I keep hearing about Sky Moore is that he's literally putting in 110% every play, whether the ball comes to him or not. Yeah. And then, if you kind of watch that video, it looks like Baker realizes that the ball's not coming his way and he kind of stops on the route. And Sky Moore continues on the route, but who knows? You can't even see the quarterback in that play. You just see those two. So
a lot of things you can do there.
But I tried to give Baker the benefit of the doubt on that play, but it didn't look great.
Hopefully he can land somewhere else and, have a good
I'm sure there's a team out there that could use him.
Yeah, he's still young, and
I don't think they've built the XFL squads yet, so
yeah,
there you go, man.
Rooting for you, DeAndre. Hopefully you can find somewhere. Do well.
So moving on from him, another DB. We got Justin Reed out there kicking 65-yard field goals.
Dude,
he got a boot.
65 yada.
Bucker's got some competition out there for that starting job.
That's quite the backup kicker to have.
Yeah.
Hey, if
Seymour, who was kicking field goals.
What's that?
Richard Seymour was kicking field goals on Hard Knocks.
Was
probably
he?
I remember Wilfork doing it too.
Wilfork, that's who it was.
Yeah, and Ndamukong Suh's kicked one in a game.
Yeah.
Ocho Cinco kicked one in a game. So maybe if in a blowout we can throw him out there to kick an extra point. see what happens.
Give him a shot. Give him a shot, guys.
Emergency kicker, we've got him.
Yeah.
Hey, 60 yarder just to fuck up the spread.
If Bucker gets COVID, he's unvaccinated. We got our backup kicker.
Well, I don't know. Like I said, that technique.
Yeah.
It
went through, right?
It got there. It got there.
Yeah, that was a one-step kick too.
Dude, yeah. That was impressive.
I'm wondering if he played soccer.
Yeah,
he may have.
Yeah,
I know that's why Ocho Cinco did. They let him kick field goals just because he played soccer in high school and then tried out. I don't know if you remember this, but he tried out for Sporting.
Yeah,
so that was a big story back when he was doing that. But yeah, not a big story. It was just a cool story to see him out there.
It was cool. It was cool.
It looked like it got the crowd hyped.
It was something fun that happened out of camp, and that's stuff you'd like to see.
Yeah, they're out there having fun, but they're also working. So, Isaiah Pachinko getting a lot of ones time.
Yeah, I've heard
Yeah, that's
They're
a
loving
little
his effort.
surprising, but hey, that's cool, man.
I
If he's
like
that
it.
good, right?
And he was saying, every time he's on the field, you're getting maximum effort. So
Mhm.
that's
All right.
that goes a long way
Yeah.
with Andy Reid.
There was a
No.
video of a great contested catch down the sideline that he made.
That was
Nice.
a good video. Yeah, I saw that on Twitter. I've also heard reports that he's most likely going to be our kick returner, and then Hardman will stay as our punt returner.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
that as well.
So
I can see that. Yeah, I saw. They said Ronald Jones wasn't getting as many touches out there, that he's doing a lot with the twos.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I didn't really
Yeah.
think Jones was going to be a huge part of the team anyway. But now it's just kind of affirming to me that I don't think he'll be on the roster week 1.
yeah, we're not
Okay.
a very run heavy team anymore.
Yeah,
With,
and I mean,
with Andy out there, at least, you know,
and I think we still have Gore on the roster and McKinnon,
and McKinnon.
Well,
So
and they both flashed last year, so I could see
a lot of
Shane
talent
Bell.
on that backfield.
I could see a
Well, McKinnon's still your clear number 2 right now.
yeah, and I think Gore is your change of
Yeah,
pace style
yes.
guy.
So CEH, is he like solidified number 1?
I feel like he
mean-
has to be.
Not
I think
for
he
me,
gets-
but apparently for Andy Reid.
I think he's going to get the first crack at it.
All right, and then I mean, because it is pretty crowded right
It
now.
is very crowded in that backfield.
I would think
Yeah,
Pachinko probably lands in at the number 4 spot to start the year, just because of the experience and knowledge of the offense. But I wouldn't be surprised to see him getting play time towards the end of the season.
Yeah, well, I mean,
As of right now.
the one thing I've seen out of camp too is it looks like we actually are running and throwing to our running backs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
We're actually running those kinds of routes with them in plays. So
I think Mahomes finally realized after.
Pacheco excels in that,
yeah, and I mean that
After-
could also
which we already, yeah.
Yeah,
that should also help Clyde as well out there.
after that throw to Williams last year where he went up and over a receiver, I think Mahomes realized, you know, I can utilize those running backs more than just that, you know,
Well, I feel
dump
like
it down pass.
we also saw Mahomes, learn how to hit his check down guys a
Yeah.
lot more last year, than we've seen before. Because
I mean, he had to. Yeah,
So yeah, we saw him become more of, or learn more of that game managing side of it.
Yeah.
Um,
A lot of the
Which is-
deep was taken away.
which
I
is
think it's
great.
going to be beautiful because teams are going to come out trying to defend in a deep shell again.
Or
Oh, for sure.
We're going to hit them with all these dudes over the.
what's
Turn
it'd
around.
be fucking great if they're like, okay, there's no Tyreek, we don't need to back up, and they just come forward, and in the first play we just hit them deep.
I mean,
Yeah,
if they try to do
That's
that
the
against an
dream,
Andy,
right?
like if they try to do that against the Andy Reid team, then I don't know. You got a brand new coach, I guess,
Yeah. Or Cliff Kingsbury.
or Cliff Kingsbury. Maybe like Cliff Kingsbury.
yeah. I think our team is a little bit more. Our offense is a lot more unpredictable this year.
Absolutely.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
I mean,
because I
Oh.
mean, there was
You
another
saw-
tweet about who are starting. They were saying, you know, MVS was probably going to be our go-to guy before OTAs, and now they're saying it looks like it's Juju.
yeah, I
So,
mean that's gonna change on
after
a week.
Travis, obviously.
But
But
Juju's already always been more of a possession receiver than MVS certainly
Right,
has.
right.
And he's shown that he can do those things.
Mhm.
Where MVS has really just shown that he's going to be a big play guy.
Yeah, he's going to be your deep
Like,
threat
Yeah.
if he can hold on to the ball.
And your guy who you're going to trust with your hook routes and in routes, that will probably be Juju.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then you've got to deal with Sky Moore, who can also do the same. I feel like he's very similar to Juju.
Yeah.
And I love that we run 4 receivers and just
Mm-hmm.
rotate them. I mean,
Mhm.
and this year I think that our 4 receivers are more comparable in talent than years past.
Yeah, and that's what's going to hopefully make us more unpredictable, right?
Yeah.
You don't know who to cover because all these guys, have
Four
a
number,
good shot of
having 4 number 2 receivers is actually pretty cool.
pretty cool.
Like if you think about it like that, like because
Yeah. I know, but usually you would like to have that clear
Yeah.
number 1 guy, but
But you see it with like the Bengals. They have three dudes.
They've got like 3 number ones.
I was gonna say
that's a
they're
lot
all
cooler than 4 number 2s.
But what I'm saying is they have, but number 2, it's not like we have, we're running out there with 4, third string type guys.
Sure.
Or 4th stringers.
I mean, that's kind of how last year felt.
Yeah,
it was one number 1 guy and 3 number 2 or 3s. I mean,
yeah, and I think. Yeah, we got a good amount of players that could fill a number 2 role on another team, which, we got Travis Kelce as our go-to guy. We're going to him on 3rd down. Like, we all know he's going to be everybody in the world knows that is
we need to find somebody else though, because it used to be, okay, they're either going to go to Kelce or Hill.
And that's going to be
we had 2 options. Now we have to find who's going to take that spot of Hill on 3rd down.
And that's where
you possession receiver.
MVS. These guys can all come in and they're all like that possession type guy,
MVS is the speed guy.
Yeah, he's a speed guy. But like
I hope Sky Moore can run routes. And
I mean, he looks like it.
Guy.
It looks like he can break off. So
yeah, I mean, because we know he's a burner, right? We know he's going to be able to burn dudes, but can you do the other things that will make you an actual great receiver?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Like there's a reason Dante Hall and Devin Hester weren't great receivers, but they're the fucking fastest and most athletic guys on the field.
Hey, Dante was a significantly better receiver than Devin Hester.
Sure, but he was still like a number 3.
Yeah, but one of my favorite Dante Hall plays is him as a receiver against, I think, the Broncos.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Yeah,
I know the one you're talking about. The one where you like juice out like 3 different dudes. Like
which is
one Bronco ends up hitting another guy. Right?
I think one of my other favorite Dante Hall plays is against the fucking
about.
Broncos on the punt return where he takes it backwards before he runs it back. But
give him joystick.
I think the cool thing, because we got all these guys are like that number 2 profile, but different version. Like the speed. You got speed type, gadget type, possession type. You just got that different sprinkling. You don't know what version of that number 2 receiver is going to hit you in the mouth.
Yeah.
If we can ever see anything out of Josh Gordon too, although it's not looking great.
Yeah.
It's not the worst number 5 to have, I guess.
Yeah. Hopefully he can do something in preseason to show us. Because I just haven't gotten to see much.
Yeah, and what we saw last year was not
promising, but I didn't want to throw it in his face.
For a little more. Oh man, we didn't even talk about with the Aaron Rodgers stuff, like the suspension that the league should be handing out because they gave Josh Gordon a year.
Each time he fucking touched it.
Time he fucking did, like they gave, they're handing out some hefty ass things, but then like I don't know what their ayahuasca policy is.
Right.
But and I don't think he should. You know what? I don't want to say that I think Aaron Rodgers should get punished for that. I don't at all. I do not at all. But if you're the NFL, like, are you you're just not gonna address it?
They never caught him. So what can they do?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What the fuck is the point of like you're doing drug tests to prove a guy did it and this guy openly just admits I did it, and you're just gonna be like, well, how do we really know though?
Yeah.
Like it's Aaron Rodgers.
He could just be talking. He's kind of a weird fella.
Because he said he was immunized. So we don't really know if he did ayahuasca. He could have been just like going on a normal psychosis, not a normal, obviously, but he could just be like, going a little nuts, and he thought he was on ayahuasca. Like he thought he was tripping balls, but he's just kind of crazy.
Yeah, there's gonna be somebody's gonna come out Monday and say I gave Aaron Rodgers the ayahuasca and it was actually just pencil shavings.
That's funny.
But man, he went on a trip. He tripped harder than most people who actually take ayahuasca.
Yeah.
Those pencil shavings. Whew,
right.
Baby, let me tell you.
So yeah. Another position we're really deep at, tight end. I'm hearing that.
Fortson healthy, yeah.
Fortson, man. If he,
Well,
yeah, if he stays healthy.
I'm reading right here. It says even without Fortson being absent, Noah Gray, and Jordan Franks have shined. Plus Blake Bell's still out there making one-handed catches.
Yeah,
Blake Bell's still around. Hold on, Blake
Yeah,
Bell's.
he's still hanging around.
I thought for some reason I thought he had left, but I
He
guess
made a really good one-handed snag the other day.
nice.
Dope.
I'm happy to hear that about Noah Gray. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we drafted him and all.
So hey man,
I
it'd
don't
be
even
great
know
to
who
have
Jordan
somebody-
Franks is, honestly. So
It'd be great to have
Just
somebody
saying
on
he's
the other
shining,
side of
so.
Kelsey and like
two tight end sets would be awesome, especially in like if another receiver like Fortson when he's healthy.
man.
And when
catch
he's been
was
healthy,
so
he's shown he can do it. It's just we haven't got to see much of it because he's
Yeah, he got
been
hurt
injured.
in
So.
like game 4. last
Yeah.
year, so.
I was a
You guys remember that
torn
Patriots offense
Achilles.
with Aaron Hernandez and fucking Gronk?
Yeah,
Oh, dude.
Yeah. No, yeah.
That was
That's-
terrifying.
right.
That's what you hope for, except for not the
Right.
money part, but the other part. That's like the
On the
successful
field
on the
production,
field
yeah.
production. That's what you want to see.
Yeah, I thought I was for sure that was about to set the league on fire.
It did there for
It-
what?
Yeah,
a
it did,
wild
but-
for 3-4 years.
And almost won him a Super Bowl,
Yeah.
but the Goat Slayer showed up.
So last topic for Chiefs camp this week. Nick Bolton and the defense are doing pretty well with the run.
Yeah, they said that
Or-
one thing is if one thing is consistent, it is the run defense, and that is being led by Nick Bolton. They're saying.
Yeah.
So that is exactly what
Amen.
I was wanting to hear out of camp.
Yeah, Nick
I
Bolton.
think sneaky too. I think we were both excited about our run defense this season.
It's nice to finally have one.
I'm just really excited about Nick Bolton.
Nick Bolton
Oh,
and
dude.
Gay, man, and really Gay. Like having
Really
those
gay, Leo Chanel.
linebackers.
I also heard the exact opposite about our linebackers defending the pass this week.
Yeah.
which
I can see that.
Hey, that's what you have defensive backs for. That's what DBs are for, not linebackers. Come on. Okay. That's why we got so many young ass DBs.
Yeah.
Man, our pretty young. Our defense is very young, guys.
I feel like
I
our
said it
linebackers the
before, they're
last
so
couple
young.
years haven't been
It's
good at the
rough.
pass anyway, because like they were all supposed to be run defenders, but there was one guy in the middle a couple of years ago that couldn't even find the A gap to even stop a run. So
Yeah. I think we're
I'm
in a
not
much
gonna.
better
I'll leave
spot.
names out.
I think we're much better spot linebacker wise than we have been in years. So
Yeah.
I'm not concerned about our linebackers.
They at least have upside, and I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
I think the pass, like you said, Sneaky. I think that their pass coverage will be a sore spot for us this season. The
I think our
linebacker-
whole, I mean,
But I think that the run defense will make the positives from that will make up for the negatives that come from the pass defense portion of their game. And as
Yeah,
long as we
I
see
hope so.
strides,
I just need more big plays out of our defense. Like
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
in
I need
every-
better tackling.
It feels like in every big spot we shit the bed last year.
Yeah, if we
a
needed
lot
a,
of them.
and that's if we needed a takeaway, we weren't going to get it.
Not enough. Not
We
enough.
needed to
big
stop. We need to stop with just a fucking tackle. We couldn't get it, and I think we need to improve in both of those areas.
Hopefully we have. It looks like,
And with them
defensive
saying
backs we have, can tackle, but they also have to prove it because they're all young. We don't have Justin Reed is our veteran in that defensive
Yeah.
back room.
Yeah.
Right. Guy who's brand new to the team and just got off his rookie contract.
Yep.
Right? So it's going to take some time. Our defense, I've been saying it the whole time, man, they're going to start out slow, I think, and it's going to take some time for them to gel, and we're going to be frustrated with our defense the first
But
probably
it's nothing
month,
new.
maybe even 2. Yeah, no, it's
Nothing new.
not. It's not. That's-
So
like
I'll take it.
Spags defenses have kind of always done that. So yeah, when you have a whole bunch of new guys and a lot of them are this young, it's going to be a slow start.
right.
Yeah,
But
I can deal with that as long as Mahomes is popping off.
Yeah.
yeah, right. That's what, that's what I said last year at the slow start. I was like, it's fine as long as Mahomes is still playing great. And then Mahomes started to lag a little after first couple of weeks, and you're like,
Yeah, those
oh
first
no, now we're in trouble. It's Mayday, and
We got neither of the things we thought.
Yeah. But we turned it around.
yeah, it still ended up hosting the AFC Championship game. Like you're fine.
But yeah, that's what we've got Chiefs wise this week.
Yeah. Hopefully
try to do this once a week, I guess, through the NFL season.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Talk a little Chiefs.
It'll be tough at times, guys. Man, losses are going to be hard. If you want me to like,
we're going to get real emotion out of Sam.
We're going to do the post-loss podcast.
Oh, we're going to do it that night. That night.
Sunday nights. Hopefully, the Monday night games we'll have to wait until to do. But
hey, all right.
So Sam, be ready.
You're gonna
have your tissues ready for those games we lose.
You're gonna be pretty sad. You're gonna hear me go.
Have your tissues ready for when we win.
Wild rants.
Camera click on and just the bottom of my feet swinging.
On that note,
that's what it'll feel like with some of the losses.
Well, we'll end this episode here, and Sneaky will end his forever.
Thanks again for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe.
Well, see you
do
next
the
week.
Notifications, even though Sam will tell you not to.
Yeah, don't with the notifications. It's stupid.
Do it.
All right, bye guys.